Hello guys, my name is Jokush, enhancing optimism. So welcome to this episode, and I'm requesting you, if you have not subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button down there, and then there's a bell that will appear. Make sure you turn it on. By doing this, you will always get notified if I release any new content. So today I've prepared something awesome and hope it will help you. This is something that we always encounter in our daily life, and that is about haters. When I mention of haters, I don't know what comes in your mind. Sometimes you see some memes, concerning these haters. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe something like middle fingers to the hater, such things. You get a lot of insults to these haters. So today we are going to talk about who are these haters and how do you handle them. And haters, according to me, these are people who they don't wish you well in your life. There might be some people, maybe they are pretending to be supporting you, but they are just smiling from the outside, but deep inside them they are frowning. They want you to calm down. Sometimes they may even go to an extent of wasting their resources or even their energy just trying to pull you down. And it is not that they'll get any advantage, but it is simply because they just want to see you coming down. Those are who we call haters. Mostly the socialites, the public figures, we find most of them, they are greatly affected by this. You find and some you will realize that they are affected by this to an extent of even giving up in their work. Some, they are doing something, they have some great talents, but because maybe a lot of people have insulted them and told them that they are not doing something good, they end up giving up in their talent. But that should not be the case. These haters, they are meant to bring you up, and we are going to get a case from the Bible. This is something about the haters. This is not something that came yesterday. This was something that have been there even BC, that is before Christ. We have had some incidences of people who hated some people. They wanted them to calm down, but eventually we see these people, they moved higher. Meaning it matters a lot how you react to these haters. These are the people who don't wish you well. Maybe you love singing, there's that person will always be there to tell you are singing with a bad voice, something of the sort. And in real sense, what they want you to give up in that. Some, they'll tell you, maybe you are talented in something, you'll be doing it, and they'll come and try to tell you are not doing this thing well. They just want you to give up. Some, you have innovated something, but they tell you, I don't see any future in this thing, you should just drop the idea and move on. Simply because they don't want to see you making it. And today we are going to talk about how to handle them. And today's incident, I'll talk about this guy who is common to us, Joseph. Joseph is a person who had haters who you couldn't even imagine. That is his family members. If your friend or your neighbor hates you or plans evil against you, sometimes there's some plans that you have, and there's that person who doesn't wish you well and he wants you down. And now imagine in that case, it is your brother or even your parent. It feels too bad. So today we are going to look at a guy who his haters were his people, who were close to him by blood, biological brothers, and that is Joseph. His brothers hated him a lot. So we are going to see how he reacted to it, and you can draw something from what Joseph experienced. So Joseph was born in a family of 11 brothers and his dad. So it so happened that because his dad had bore him at his old age, and also Joseph was blessed by God and he could interpret dreams, so his brothers hated him a lot. They always saw him as an enemy. But to him, even though he knew they hated him, he never hated them too. To him, he accepted them. And because you see, there was a time his dad told him, Joseph, you can go and look after your brothers, you see what if they are faring on well. Joseph, being the last born, he could have tried to tell his dad, they hate me and they may even plan something evil for me. Why don't I just stay with you? Maybe they are safe, they'll just come back. But Joseph, because he had that love for his brothers, he decided to go. This shows that as much as they hated him, he still loved them. So this is one of the reactions that we should have towards our haters. Sometimes these haters, they may be there, they are trying to throw stones towards you, and there's this quote that I love a lot: these stones that they are throwing to you, use them to make stair to go up. So Joseph, even though he was hated a lot by his brothers, he still accepted him as his brothers. And eventually we see his brothers, after he went to look for his brothers, they happened to throw him into a pit, and later on they decided to sell him. And little did they know, by selling him they were opening ways for him, because after they sold him, he went on to Potiphar's house and eventually became the prime minister of Egypt. Let us try to imagine if Joseph had not been sold by his brothers, those were his haters, then Joseph will not be at a position of even becoming the prime minister. So we see our reaction towards haters. I have seen some people quitting their career because they just have haters. Some, they even kill themselves. They decide to take away their lives simply because some people, they trolled them, they called them names, and they decide, I'm not going to continue this life, let me kill myself, because of the pressure they receive from those haters. But we have a good example, Joseph. This is a person who, he was hated by the closest people, not even his friends or his neighbor. The people who are close to him, the people he should have expected they will be there to help him go up, but in this case they were the ones who wanted him to come down. So he never reacted by killing himself. Instead, he went on to move towards his blessings. And one thing I must tell you, people will never hate you because you are down. People will hate you because you are being blessed. Let us take the case of Abel and Cain. Cain just killed Abel. Abel had done nothing to him, but it is simply because Abel was being blessed and his brother started hating on him. That is jealousy. So people will never hate on you if you are doing something bad. They'll hate on you if you are doing something good. That is if you are moving up. So don't quit or don't run away from your blessings simply because people are hating you. Don't quit to receive your blessing simply because you want to fit in. Just continue walking in your blessing regardless of whatever they will say. There will always be those people who will support you. Those who don't, they either leave or they either bear with you as you move on walking on your blessing. So that is the best way to deal with haters. Thank you.